lifestyle's been freezing cold like the diamonds in they chain, no lab-grown stones. Jimmy boy, you been baller, sit on the throne. Ain't never sold shit, clone, get your ass on. That bullshit is for the rodeo, it don't belong. Blowing on that donut beat pack from the biggest bone. From K-Town to H-Town, they hold it down. Internationally respected, you see the crowns. Dust Brothers and Theme Kings, we all hustlers. Been ballin' like Jimmy Boy was feeding customers. Cold as ice, the block coming cop from us. Realest podcast in the world that can't fuck with us. This lifestyle we live, man, it's cold as ice. We took a chance to fall, now we set the price. This lifestyle we live, man, it's cold as ice. We took a chance to ball, now we setting the price. Let's get it.
Y'all know what it is, man. Jimmy the Gent, aka Jimmy Boy, and y'all watching Cold as Ice, man. LA edition, cause your boy, we out here. And my co-host is...
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Ben Baller, aka the Korean Liam Neeson, aka the Wash Lord. Yes, we are in LA.
And if you didn't know, this show is produced by the one and the only, the guys from the sky, the Dust Brothers, Mr. Miles Davis and Mr. Jordan.
Mr. Jordan Winter, that is.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to Legal Kartel for the theme song, original music by them. Guys, man, yeah, you know, brand new episode, and we got Jimmy in LA, so we're gonna take advantage. Jimmy, what you doing in LA, man?
Man, I'm chilling. I came here I had to go to San Fran to see somebody. Shout out to my boy Viet from Gal Viet Kitchen. It was his birthday. Came to see him and decided to stop by for a night to just see my daughter. You know what I mean? She's living out here now, have dinner with her, but you know, make sure we had to get this working. You know what I mean?
We got the Wash Lord, dog. Come on, man.
Oh, I'm coming back for that. Bro, I leave tomorrow morning. And I gotta go see Renee in San Antonio Saturday, and I fly back for the Wash Lord.
Okay.
So we doing a lot of travel. I'm all on the West Coast. Y'all might as well call me West Coast Jimmy.
Yo, have you been watching any shows on TV at all lately or no?
On TV, no. I haven't watched any shows on TV, bro. I've been watching, you know what's crazy? I watched that Netflix series, Worst Ex Ever.
You know what? I've been wanting to watch it,
bro,
but it just don't seem interesting.
And you know what? I felt the same way. But you know, this past weekend, I was home alone. You know what I mean? I had some dates, but I, you know, decided to cancel them and just spent the last weekend. And I went across it. I'm like, let me just give it a try, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, it's some crazy stories. But at the same time, them people was retarded as well. Like, you seen the traits.
Ex-girlfriends, ex-boyfriends, what is like?
It was one ex-girlfriend and the other three were ex-boyfriends. And the main one, there was this one where this dude was just like, you know, they were all good. And then like the first time she got into it with the dude, like he hit her, she fell. Somehow he put out a knife and tried to slash her. She put her hand up and her finger almost fell off, right? She ain't even reported. Then the second time they get into it, he knocks her out, like cold knocks her out. And she said she woke up from being knocked out and jumped up and left and called the police. They arrested him, everything. But when she came back to the place that they shared, he took all her stuff, Social Security, money, clothes, everything. She had to start from scratch, right? So by then you would figure you can't even associate with this person no more, because not only they hurt you, they made you start over and everything. Then she says 4 or 5 months later, he contacts her, wanted to meet with her, told her he apologized, he's better, he's trying to be better, he just wants to have a friendship with her. Then they start seeing each other every day again. And then of course he almost tries to kill her. So it's kind of like, come on, bro, like, come on, you know what I mean? But it was interesting. It was an interesting show. What about you?
Well, check it out, man. There's if you guys seen the Aaron Hernandez story on Netflix, you know, it was definitely more of a deep, real documentary. But if you saw the OJ trial, and you saw the American Crime Story version of it on FX, they really got into some deep shit that motherfuckers didn't really know about.
Yeah.
So FX just did American Crime Story, Aaron Hernandez.
Oh,
and this shit is, bruh, it's on the 4th episode right now, dog. This shit is so much deeper than just, did you know? I mean, first of all, you remember he was one of the best players in the NFL.
Yeah,
best players in college.
Mm-hmm.
And you know he was crazy. And I always thought he was like, you know, it's cool to, but did you know about all the shit that he, like him being gay and him being
Like when I watched the documentary, they brought up here and there about it, but I didn't, you know what I mean?
They
I
go
didn't know.
way more thorough into how deep, like.
And I could just imagine, because American Crime Story, you saw the Monica Lewinsky one.
Yeah.
So they.
So guys,
really
if you haven't seen that on FX yet, go see that. Now going back to that.
I gotta watch that.
You know I went to high school with Monica Lewinsky. I talked about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we had free period together. We're still friends to this day. And that shit fucks me up. But to make it even crazier, what I want to talk about is there's a brand new show on Netflix called Monsters. It's a monster series. And it's the Menendez brothers. Two kids.
Seen it on
their
Netflix.
parents. Bro.
Yep.
Dog. It's a very long 8 hours or 9 hours, 9 episodes. I'm at episode 6 right now. And again, this is like a FX thing where they went way deeper into the thing because it's a reenactment and stuff. Bruh, like, I went to high school with Eric. You know what I'm saying? Lau was the older brother. And the shit that they were doing was just so fucking crazy. And if you know anything about the Billionaire Boys Club, this was a murder. They killed this dude. Not funny about it, but the crazy part is the dude's dad that they killed is a kid that I knew named Moose. And his dad was when I got killed from the Billionaire Boys Club. Anyways, the Menendez brother trial, I had no idea. They reenacted the murder scene. Bruh, have you ever watched the show The Boys? It's a crazy, like a superhero show.
Mm-mm.
So when people say it's gory and really graphic, I didn't think it was gonna be gory and graphic in that way, where I'm talking about like where you really seeing like a million pieces of guts blow up here and there. Like this was graphic like that. Like bro, they blasted their mom. They blasted her hand off with the shotgun. They blasted her head open, blasted the dad's head open, shot his stomach open. Like it was crazy the way they killed dad. And the thing is, dude, the dad was molesting him. Dad was fucking him in the ass, making him get blowjobs, making him swallow it. I'm like, dog, what kind of, like, dog, what's wrong with you? And the dad was smashing other women. It was just a real fucked up situation. But if you into sick shit, Menendez brothers, FX that. And by the way, I still can't believe you have not seen any of the Power series, right?
I only started in the beginning, bro, and then I kind of just got off of it because it was like I think I was into like 1 or 2 seasons, but it just kept feeling like repetitive after a while.
No,
you know what I mean?
Listen, bro. So, Ghost 2, Power Book Series 2, Ghost. It's about the son, right? Mm-hmm. And this is the final season. The season finale is this weekend. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. This show gets crazy and crazy. You got to give 50 Cent his flowers, bro. He did Power Book 2, Power Book 3. Is there a Power Book 4 with Raising Kanan? There's Raising Kanan, there's BMF. Bro, there's so much shit. You got this dude is really brought like from a story inspired by his lifestyle. This shit is nuts.
No, definitely.
So definitely check those out.
Flowers.
You know my favorite show in the world is Bosch. They were supposed to drop this month. By the way, it's October already. It's crazy, right? And now they pushed it to spring 2025, and Michael Connolly just said that it's going to be the last season of Bosch. So there's been 9 seasons of Bosch, 7 regular, 2 of Bosch Legacy. I have watched every season at least 6 times. That's how much I love that show, right? It's really just an incredible show. So the final season is coming up. It makes me sad. But I just realized that Seinfeld was one of the biggest, longest running syndicated shows, and it was only 9 seasons. So when you think about season of shows now, like it's just crazy. Mm-hmm. What else is going on? What's on the menu today, Jimmy?
Man, they just recently released the top 10 worst cities to date in.
Where?
In the U.S.
No, I'm saying where'd they release it at?
Oh, Complex.
Okay. Were these like statistics that they studied, or is it like what, just their opinion, or?
It was based off statistics and people they, I guess, interviewed or something like that.
Okay. So what was the list?
Let me go ahead and tell you the whole thing. So we'll start with number 10. San Jose, California.
I mean, bro, I'm not really a big fan of the 408, right? But the funny thing is I dated a couple girls in San Jose.
Me too. Oh man, there was one. She was crazy.
Hey, there's a big Viet community in San Jose.
Big. And I'm gonna tell you this one, like, bro, she seemed so cool, beautiful girl. We ended up meeting, we decided to meet in LA to hang out, you know what I mean? Go to the club, everything turn up. Bro, like, we hanging out, we at the crib. Bro, like, she just starts going crazy. Like, when she starts drinking, she go crazy. Long story short, at the end of the day, bro, she ended up running out the house, We didn't know where she went. She disappeared for a couple hours. Next thing you know, we hear someone screaming outside. We don't know what it is. So we grab the straps, we run out. She hanging on top of the fence, stuck in the fence, bro, trying to climb over. Like this.
Naked?
No, with lingerie on.
Oh my God. Okay, what's number 9, bro?
Yeah. Number 9 is Phoenix, Arizona.
I don't know shit about Phoenix except fucking golf. That's about it.
I know some bad chicks, but they're not really in Phoenix.
Actually, I know a bad chick in Phoenix now, but I'm taking.
Oh yeah, that one. But
I'm taking.
Number 8 is Houston, Texas.
H-Town. What you think about that?
I would have thought we'd be closer to number 1, to be honest with you. Especially me being from Houston, you know what I mean? But number 7, San Diego, California.
San Diego seems pretty chill. I don't know. Maybe a lot of douchebags coming from LA. I don't have no idea.
There's something, man. Number 6 is Fort Worth, Texas.
Don't know shit about Fort Worth, Texas.
It's next to Dallas, basically.
No, I mean I just flew out of Dallas last week. So
number 5 is San Antonio.
Don't know shit about San Antonio.
Number 4 is Chicago.
Chicago's. You know what's funny is I dated a chick from Evanston. It's a little suburb outside of Chicago. And some fly Chicago chicks. I don't know, man. So I don't really have no opinions.
Number 3, shout out to my Johns that be Johning. Philadelphia, Philly.
What'd you say, mahjongs?
No, my Johns. That's what that's how it's like a lingo they say.
Oh, my
out there.
Johns. Yeah, Johns.
Yeah, they be Johning.
Philly. Don't think I've ever dated or met a chick from Philly. I probably have actually. No, you don't know. I have dated a girl from Philly. Okay.
Number 2 is Los Angeles, California.
I think LA should be number 1.
Uh,
LA should be number 1 for sure, man. LA's fucked up, bro. Because every single person in the world comes to LA to try to make it and everything else and deal with all the fake glamour and glitz and everything. And it ain't glamour and glitz here, so.
And then number 1, New York City.
I knew it was going to be New York. It had to be New York. Well, I mean, if it wasn't LA, you know what I'm saying? If LA wasn't number 1, then it had to be New York. So I've dated a ton of girls in New York. You dated some girls in New York, no?
Yeah, I've talked to some.
I never felt like New York really was look, New York girls and LA girls are totally different. And I mean LA girls who are really in LA. Like I want to give you had to spend at least 15 years in LA to be an LA girl, not just dating in LA. Well, I guess it's dating in LA though and dating in New York. So I guess that's what it is. New York's a different life.
And the way they say, so it's basically New York, which boasts the highest population of single individuals, actually topped the ranking, with Los Angeles coming in second. Despite its glamorous reputation, the city of angels has one of the lowest likelihoods of marriage, the second highest divorce rates, and the second lowest quality of life among the cities on the list, reads the study. These factors combined make it generally difficult for the average person to date in Los Angeles.
Listen, LA should have the highest divorce rate, no? Or New York has the second highest?
It's, I think LA has it. Yeah, it has...
Who the fuck has more divorce rate?
LA has the second highest divorce rate.
The fuck is number 1? Is it New York?
I'm assuming it's New York.
Okay. So let me ask you a question, Jimmy. Have you ever been on a dating app? Do you have any dating apps ever? Have you ever used one?
Never have.
Neither have I. I mean, that's what dating is now, and most people I've talked to.
Yeah, I guess that's supposed
I mean,
to
remember,
be
I haven't been available for 14 years. So, you know, dating apps is what everyone uses, right? They're on, what is it? Tinder? Is it Tinder? Hinge? All those.
Tinder, I think.
I don't fucking know.
I think there's a Christian Mingle too. I think if I ever did a dating app, I'd do Christian Mingle.
I think I would do Match.com.
How you doing, ladies?
I would do Match.com. There's a celebrity one too. I forgot what it's called.
I seen recently,
Via
like it'll pop up on like my Instagram or Facebook, where it's like singles that make 150,000.
No, there's a celebrity. There's an actual celebrity dating app where like celebrities are on there. Like Questlove is on there. Random people in there. Back to Houston. Did you know that Houston has the highest STD rate in the United States of America?
I read that. I definitely read that.
How do you feel about that?
Man, Houston is. What's that saying? What's that saying? Houston is like real life GTA right now, man. Not even right now, like at least in the last year and a half.
Is there looting and shit out there?
Not even looting. I'm saying it's just so wild. Like I'm talking about the parties be so lit. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of temptation out there, man. And the crazy thing, bro, I've noticed is that at least for the past year when I go out, everybody that I do meet, they're not even from Houston, bro. They're either visiting every weekend or they moved there. Like it's lit, man.
Dog,
Houston
I
is
was just
lit,
about
bro.
to say that every time I've gone to Houston, I have never put the Mac hand down. And then I realized, we ain't gonna say her name, bro. Like, God damn, bro. Like, why the fuck? But yeah, I mean, I can't really think of too many girls in Houston I think that I would even want to go to. But you know what? This is the crazy part. Fuck this. If you want to be real transparent, because I got no problem saying this, but I mean, have you ever had an STD before in your entire life?
Yeah, I have, bro.
What'd you get? What'd you have, man?
I hit the clam one time, bro. The clam hit me one time. I got clammed up.
You had the applause?
Yeah, man.
You had the clap?
The clapper.
He had the applause,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
He had the Arsenio Hall.
Hey,
Do you know who you got it from?
Nah, it's been so long ago, so I don't remember. You know what I mean?
At the time, did you know who you got it from?
At the time, I did, man. You know what I mean?
And did you say something to her?
I tried to say it, and you know, they love to be in denial, man. But you know,
And they said you probably gave it to them, right?
yeah, they try to flip it, bro. But you know,
So what was the process? They gave you some penicillin, or what the fuck they give you?
they gave me some pills. And you know what? Let me add that too. Like, I'll never forget, because I want to bring this up right now. This goes to my baby mama, my ex Gabby. I remember when we first started dating, right, bro? And every time I nut, bro, I would be hurting on the side right here, and I ain't know. So I'm annoyed, right? And I'm like, I would tell her, I'm like, yo, bro, you better not have gave me nothing. I swear to God, if you did, I'd be fucked up. Because I knew that she was the only girl I was sleeping with, bro. Come to find out, bro, I ended up going to the doctor, bro, and I had kidney stones, bro. And, you know, luckily it was early, so the doctor gave me pills to piss it out. But I was so wrong, so I want to apologize to her. You know, I know she be catching this, or people that watch this catch this. I want to apologize to her for giving her so much shit, bro. Because I was just, you know, that PTSD or something, bro. You know what I mean?
So hold on, how long, when you have chlamydia, how long do you have that shit in your system for? Do you know?
I don't know. I just knew that I wasn't feeling right. You know what I mean? So I went to go see him. They gave me medicine for, I think, like 10 days or something. You take a pill.
So you didn't have sex for like 2 weeks or something?
Yeah, during the time. Well, at that time, I was young, bro. I think I was still a teenager.
All right, let me ask you a question. If a girl asked you like today that you liked, and girls like, hey, have you ever had an STD before? What would you say?
I'm going to tell her straight up.
Yeah. But you tell me it was fucking 20 years ago, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would rather be straight up with them so they can be straight up with me, because I ain't trying to I'm too old to even have a surprise. I might get a heart attack or something, you know what I mean? So.
How many STDs you think I've had, man?
Man, I had one, and I never had a one night stand, so I don't, at least maybe 5. You know what I'm saying?
Dog, I have never had an STD in my entire life.
For real?
Bro.
You show like you don't.
Yeah, and then I'm in the hundreds.
Never know if you had it. You know what I mean?
I'm
And
already
it went
hundreds.
away. You know
well,
what I'm
that's
saying?
true. Look, you'll never know you had it if you never get checked, right? I mean, how often have you gotten an STD check in the last like 10? Think about it. Like, you know, like I haven't, but like I remember when I first started dating Nick, I remember she was like, hey, I hate condoms, you know, blah, blah, whatever. So go get tested. And I was like, for real? And she's like, I don't fucking know where the fuck you been. And I was like, you know, man, fuck this shit. I'm about to go get tested. So I got tested for everything, HIV, the whole 9, and, you know, nothing. And then I didn't know this. I don't know if they do it now, but, you know, when you're having a baby, they make the women, they check for HIV, they check for everything there before they give birth to the kids. So they see you have everything.
Yeah.
It was crazy because, you know, I was like, nah, I didn't have shit. And she never believed it, whatever. But dog, I was always good with condoms, bro. I was always really good. I always had Jimmy hats, always never fucked around. The only thing was back in the day, I don't think people understand this. You guys don't get this. Back in the 80s or 90s, well, really not, I can't say the, well, no, I got BJs in the 80s. But like in the 90s, early 90s, late 80s, and through mid 90s, you can fuck around and get a ton of blowjobs, whatever, and you weren't gonna get anything from that. You may have herpes if a girl had, you know, shit on her lip, but you would see it, right? Now, you can fuck around and get mono from fucking a girl. You can get fucking crazy ass STDs from kissing. You know, there's so much shit out there. It's disgusting. You got to be careful.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, never had an STD. Never was burning. Never had shit. I've just always been clean, bro. I've always been that's something to be proud of.
Yeah, I gotta get at you, definitely, bro. I had one. I feel like I got 85,000. You know what I'm saying? That shit.
Yeah,
man, that was hell.
You know what though? The real thing is, you know, I really paid attention during sex education in school, and STD was one big thing, but the biggest thing about using condoms was I don't want to have kids, bro. Like I wasn't about to like get nobody pregnant. You feel me? So, I mean, I think I'm trying to count. Hold on. I think I've had unprotected sex 6 times with 6 different women, bro. I'm sorry, 6 different women I've had unprotected sex with in my life. So like, you know, these are women like, you know, but my pullout game is strong. But then you realize like we had a kid by accident, just be on some slippage, you know what I'm saying? Some pre-cum, whatever, depending on how fertile a girl is. But I just was scared about getting someone pregnant. And that's why people were like, I can't believe you never had no kids. I was like, nah, motherfucker. And I was like, I remember a girl was like, you know, like, what you gonna name the baby? Because I remember I busted inside a condom. And she was like, what are you gonna name the baby? I was like, what?
Yeah.
Took the condom off, tied the condom in a knot, and I fucking tied it real tight in a knot. And I was like, shit, the baby get through this, motherfucking better name this baby Superman. Shit.
You know what's crazy, bro? Because speaking of that, you know what I mean? Like pregnancy and girls, man, I'll never forget. I thought about this. Like I was dating this girl one time, and this is when me and Gabby, we had broke up. And before we had kids, but we were together, we broke up and I was dating this girl. And we were having issues, and I was living on Cali at that time. I went back to Houston, and me and Gabby hung out. We ended up sleeping with each other, and Gabby got pregnant. And that's when she had, you know, pregnant with Jimmy Jr. And I went back to Cali, and when that girl I was talking to found out she got pregnant, she literally like called me and was like yelling at me, and she said something that freaked me out, bro. She goes, that was supposed to be my baby. And like, it was crazy because in my mind, it was just like, with as much drama and problems we had, and we didn't even know each other like that, like, how do you even think about that? Like, what did you think? Like, is that supposed to save the relationship or say, I'm so glad that I didn't have the baby with her, you know what I mean? And I'm not just trying to put it towards females, you know what I mean? But even there's some males, like, people be feeling like having a child is going to save the relationship or keep the relationship or make the relationship better. And that's my biggest confusion. Like I always wondered, you know, and hopefully somebody can maybe comment on the video on YouTube or something, but it's like, what are some of the reasons why people feel that if the relationship isn't working already, how is adding another person to it going to make it any better? Because now you had to focus on the child. You're not even focused on each other anymore. So you're just trying to ignore the problems y'all have and just hope that it works out for itself or what, man?
Hold on. Do you think that maybe this chick was thinking that she'd be financially secure because of the baby?
The crazy thing was when I met her at the time, she was doing better than me. Like, this is when I was going through that whole situation. So my pockets were really messed up, and she knew that. She was actually doing better. She had a job, you know, and she was originally from DC. She was working with the government, you know what I mean? Making something a year. And it was just crazy when she said that to me. Like, that was supposed to be
she just really wanted to have your kid.
But
she also thought it was going to save your relationship. I get it.
Bro, like me and her, we were together for 11 months and we broke up 13 times. And it was her. Like, she would literally, oh, I don't like this, break up with me. And then 3-4 days later, call me back, but I miss you. Make this work. Like, it was crazy, bro. Like, it was crazy as hell.
You know, that's like my biggest fear. So I think about that. Like, sometimes some people say, oh man, shit, you know, like, let's say she's an heiress to fucking Sony or Samsung or Kim Kardashian or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, oh man, yeah, you lucked out. You got a girl like that. Like, to be real with you. Okay, let's not say Kim, because no, I know Kim, but let's just say, for instance, like Kendall Jenner. I don't fucking know.
Mm-hmm. Somebody that got
I don't want to have no fucking kid with some fucking, like, I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck if she got bread. Like, dog, like, that's another issue.
It's
really
you know what I mean? Who she is, because she could have bread and she could be the biggest manipulator or verbal abuser or physical abuser. Like, bro, none of it's worth it, man. Like, none is worth it. And that's what I remember.
Hold on, man. Dog, you told me how many motherfucking STDs you have, bro. Yet they feel like you'll be honest with me, bro. Has a girl ever had an abortion with your baby?
Definitely.
Oh shit, dude. Tell me about this. Whoa.
Definitely, bro.
But when, bro?
Which one I gotta say?
No, doc. Hey, real talk. More than 2?
Abortions?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God, Jimmy. God damn, bro. I find out some new shit about you.
I'll tell you what's crazy. Okay, I'll tell you this story. So
more than 5? Keep 100.
No.
Okay.
No, hell no.
All right, tell me.
I'll tell you, this is the first abortion ever. You know what I mean? I met this girl, real cool chick.
How old were you?
21.
Okay.
We were messing around, bro. End up finding out she had a boyfriend the whole time. You know what I mean? One day she calls me, and I ain't gonna lie, like I don't even know how true it is. You know what I mean? Because it was just what she told me. But it was like, hey, I'm pregnant. And I was just like, yo, you know what? So at that time, I only had one son. My son I had when I was 17. And, you know, the craziest thing was after having him, I was so scared of having another child because I always told myself, I don't want multiple baby mamas. You know what I mean? Bro, she calls me and she's like, hey, I'm pregnant. And she was just so casual about it. And I was just like, what? And I'm just like, so like, you know, she's like, I told my boyfriend it was his, so he paid for the abortion. So don't worry about it. And I'm just like, I didn't know how to feel or react. Like she got it done, she said already. Like it wasn't even like letting me know to go do it. Like it was kind of weird, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It threw me off, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so hold on, check this out. Let's say when you and Gabby was good, right? Y'all was good, everything was good. How old is Jimmy Jr. again?
He about
10.
to be 11.
About to be 11. Okay, how old is Jackson?
5.
Okay, so let's say like 2 years after Jimmy Jr., Gabby got pregnant and she had an abortion, didn't tell you. How would you feel about that?
If she didn't tell me, I definitely would feel some type of way. I wouldn't be mad or anything. So the crazy thing was before Jimmy was born, Gabby was pregnant. And at the time, we were really fucked up. And I was about to go do some time. And long story short, bro, we were like, you know, if she was even keep this baby, she would have this baby while I'm locked up. You know what I mean? And so we had a serious talk about it, and it was hard, but we just knew that it was right to just not even bring a child to this world in that type of situation.
Yeah.
And at the time, we weren't even financially stable.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. It just wasn't possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was something that, you know, we both didn't want, but it was what was best, and really having to just face those facts. You know what I mean?
Damn.
So yeah.
Yeah, I've never had, not that I know of, I've never had no girl go to the clinic. That's a...
And you know, that's the thing too. It's like, you know, we say we not trying to have a baby, but bro, if you fucking somebody raw, even if you don't know, now you don't know this pre-ejaculation or whatever,
it's like breaking the law, bro.
It's like, so you can't say, oh my God, I'm surprised. You know, and I'm speaking on that now. Like before I thought like that too. Oh, there's no, you know, like, oh, like I'm pregnant. What the heck? But it's like, bro, you just don't know. Like women can't guarantee back, and especially back then, it ain't like now where they can monitor, you know, they got these bands where they can monitor when they're ovulating, whatever. It's just, bro, if you don't want to have a baby, wear a condom, bro, or don't have sex.
How about this? I'm gonna keep it extra funky. I've only nutted inside of a girl probably 3 different girls in my life. I'm just not going to fire off in one, period. I'm just not going to. It's just not my thing.
I ain't gonna lie, see, that's my problem. See, like that's why I don't have one night. That's why I have one night stands, bro, because shit, maybe I need to have one night stands then, because that's why, see, I be into them. I'd be too into them.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh shit.
You know what's crazy, bro, is do you remember a few weeks ago I told you I almost had a heat stroke on the golf course? And when I was talking to the medic, he was talking about dehydration is something common, right? And I think that I was watching Trayvon Diggs, he got a cramp. And I'll get a cramp usually around the 15 or 16th hole if I'm walking the course. And, you know, it's hot, you're whatever, not drinking enough water. And he got a cramp. And I was like, damn, man, how the fuck you get a cramp like that? Come to find out, Trayvon Diggs had dehydration, right? Mm-hmm. When I was talking to the medic, my cousin had seen me pour a bucket of ice on my head. Because I was so hot and everything else. They gave me some salt tabs. And he said something to me and he said, I can smell your breath and tell you're dehydrated. And that fucked me up. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what? A lot of times, the way someone's breath smells like, unless they have halitosis or unless they're not, you know, they have a cavity or something. Like I can smell bad breath from a cavity. I know what that smell like is like, a cavity smell. And I remember one time Kim Kardashian said that. She goes, I can tell someone has a cavity. Because you can smell it if you know, and it's a really bad smell. That's why when a dentist is having a cavity, that's why they always, if you see dentists, they always wear a mask. Mm-hmm. And when they break the cavity, it smells real bad. But like you can smell it on somebody right when they have a cavity. That's one thing. But you could also smell something like when someone, there's just different types of shit. But dehydration has a certain smell.
You know what's crazy, bro? Like speaking of breath, right? I was talking to my friend like literally a week ago, bro. And this is something that I don't know if there's been studies on it. I've never researched it, but you think about this, right, bro? You know, we wake up with morning breath.
Yeah.
And it is bad breath or whatever, right? So what I'm thinking is, this is my question, right? So if you, the night before you did floss, you brush your teeth, your mouth is fresh, like you did everything you did hygienically. You go to sleep. At what moment in time throughout that night of you sleeping, right, does your breath just start stinking? Like, is there like a time, like, let's say 6 hours and 40 minutes into you sleeping, it goes stink? Or what? You know what I mean? Like, I really wonder that, bro.
No, because you're breathing, right? You nose, breathe through your nose, through your mouth, whatever, and you're out there like, and at a certain point, you know, your mouth gets dehydrated, right?
Uh-huh.
And there is a morning breath, yeah, because there's
the bacteria and stuff, right?
Whatever, it's like an exhaust pipe, right? It's just like coming out.
But at what moment? Like, what moment in time? Because like, if we could study that,
it's got to be between, I would say probably between 4 and 8 hours.
Because sometimes I'll fall asleep from a nap and not even be an hour and wake up like, yo, I could feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I remember back then when I used to sip drink, right? I'll knock out, bro. And I remember one time, I never forgot, I knocked out and I woke up and I know my mouth was open because, you know, you feel like it's just built up in your mouth.
Yeah.
But I felt something on the top of my mouth, bro, inside my mouth. And it felt weird. And so I stuck my finger and pulled at it and it came out, bro. And it was like, just like, it felt like it was just wet skin, like really wet skin, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm just like,
what's that
that's
shit called?
Crazy, bro.
There's these stones.
You talking about like when you had tonsils, right?
No, dog. Tonsil stones.
Uh-huh.
Dog.
I had that as a kid.
No. It's not what you think it is. Tonsil stones are like built up things of food that get stuck in your throat and it's nasty. Them motherfuckers smell like, bro, I think vomit smell better than that.
I remember when I was a kid, I had tonsillitis. And so my tonsils swelled up and they had like these little white spots on it.
Yeah.
And I used to take my finger and I would like just poke at the white spot. It would just feel like white and oh my God.
Yeah, bro. So those were tonsil stones.
That
so check this out.
Was
some people get it and they get in their throat and it's like sometimes they can pop about and they look like little teeth, you know what I'm saying? Nasty. Sometimes they're small ones, but it's just like a buildup of nasty ass food and everything you didn't swallow right and everything.
I had to get my tonsils
This is disgusting. It made me want to throw up right now.
But honestly though, like I want y'all to think about this, right? And if somebody noticed,
it's dehydration, bro.
I know it is. I'm not saying that what causes it. It's at what point in time? Because imagine if we could just wake up at that time, go brush our teeth again, and go back to bed. Because sometimes
waking up is you're fucked up,
and
bro.
me and my, you know what I mean? I ain't got a girl now, but when I had a girl, like we just wake up and get to it. But sometimes that, you know, it gets. So imagine we could fix that. Imagine if we could
but if girls who drink a lot of water during the day, brush their teeth before they go to sleep, I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes they wake up and it's not that bad. I'll keep it a buck with you.
Bro, like I drink a whole bottle of water before I go to bed.
What do you mean? I'm talking about drinking fucking 10 to 12 bottles a day. If you are that hydrated.
I drink about 8 to 10 a day.
Well, you got fucking sleep apnea then, bro. You got some other shit. Speaking of sleep apnea.
I want to know when it stinks. If somebody know the answer, let me know. I want to know when it stinks.
Rest in peace, DJ Screw. Let me ask you a question, bro.
This might be one of them questions when you high, but I don't smoke, so I just really want to know.
What's the longest sleep you ever got off a drink?
Oh my God. It was your fucking birthday. I'll never forget because we drank so much. I woke up, my spinal cord was hurting, bro. Remember, I fell asleep at the restaurant.
How many hours do you think?
And you posted me on your blog, remember?
Yeah.
How many
hours do you think you slept?
I think it was like 15 hours.
Yeah. I think I had 15 or 16 hours. And the thing is, if you drink a lot, after a while, you just don't really get the sleep you used to. But if you go a month or two, or if you go even longer, like a year, and then you hit, let's say you hit like a 4, at least a 4. You hit an 8, forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you hit an 8, bro, 8 lines, dog, 16 hours, you're out. Ain't no sleep like that, bro.
Bro, it's like you died and came back to life. But literally, my spinal cord was hurting. Like, I don't know why. I don't know what the fuck that was about. But my spinal cord, I wasn't sleeping wrong. You know, I slept on the bed, but I'll never forget. That was too crazy. We had all the bottles, but ain't nobody was drinking liquor.
Yeah.
He pulls out, we pull out. I remember we went to the Walgreens at the Beverly Center.
Yeah.
And that's when we got it was a pint and a half for $75. Yeah. Activist.
Crazy times. This shit is 20 grand now for a bottle of Act if you get 20
Yeah,
grand?
even if you can find it.
Speaking of which,
you
we're not
heard
trying
of that
to-
new soda, right? They got a soda now. It's Act flavor. It tastes exactly like it, bro.
Bro, you're not ready for this right now, dog. You're not ready
Don't
for this,
scare
dog.
me right now, bro.
You're not
You
ready
might
for
be.
this,
I'm
bro.
gonna make me go find me online somewhere.
Bro, you're not ready for this, dog. That's
think-
it right there.
I think that's the one. Yeah, I think
that is it. That is it.
Bro, and I drank it, and it tastes exactly like it,
Yeah.
bro.
I mean, dog, I'll drink it just because of the taste, but anyways,
And you know what's crazy? I heard they're going for like $20, $30 a bottle, bro.
I have no idea. But
Crazy.
we got to stop talking
We in
about
the
that
wrong
type
business.
of shit.
I'm
Guys,
selling
look,
soda.
man, we got a lot that we're going to talk about. I want to get back into the Wash Lord tournament and all that stuff. We're going to wrap that and do that wrap up and everything else. But more importantly, guys, remember, once a month we do fan questions. Make sure you email coldasigepod@gmail.com to be featured on the podcast. The last one was the best one we've ever done. Let's make it even better this time.
It only
So
gets better.
don't forget, coldasigepod@gmail.com.
Yes,
Kept this
sir.
one short and sweet, but this next one's going to be at least an hour and a half when we do that. And we got more interviews coming up and things like that. Guys, do not forget, submit a question. We will answer it live on the show. We got so many things coming up. We're trying to talk about doing, live podcast shows in some, one of the major cities, doing things like that. But don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're going to do another giveaway soon. Please don't forget to submit for fan questions. Jimmy Boy, your boy, BB, we out.